Good morning, students. Let us start with today's session. Observe the pattern. Here, in the first, there is only one box, and one box means a number that is 1, and 1 can be written as 1 squared. Now let us take 4 boxes, 1 and 3 boxes over here. When I combine them, I get a square. And in a square there are total 4 boxes. So in number, when we represent it, we get 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, and 4 can be written as 2 squared. Children, please note that 1 is an odd number, 3 is an odd number, and when I added first two odd numbers, I get a square of 2. Similarly, if I take total 9 boxes like this, and when I combine, we get a square. So if we see that again 1, 3, 5 are odd numbers. When I added first 3 odd natural numbers, I get square of 3, that is 9. Similarly, when we add first 4 odd natural numbers, I get square of 4. So if I ask you a question, what will be the sum of first 5 odd natural numbers? Yes, it will be equal to square of 5. Why? We are concluding this from the given pattern. As we see here, when we added first 2 odd numbers, we are getting square of 2. Similarly, when we added first 3 odd natural numbers, we get square of 3. In this way, when we added first 4 odd natural numbers, we get square of 4. So when we add first 5 odd natural numbers, we will get square of 5, that will be equal to 25. So what will be the sum of first 5 odd natural numbers? It will be equal to 25. Similarly, what will be the sum of first 10 odd natural numbers? Yes, it will be equal to 100. How? Because over here over here we are taking 10 odd natural numbers. So 10 odd natural numbers, and we are adding 10 odd natural numbers, so it will be equal to square of 10. This makes 100. So the next question is, what will be the sum of first n odd natural numbers? Children, here we are not taking any number. It is just an alphabet, that is n. So what will be the sum of first n odd natural numbers? Yes, it will be equal to n squared. So sum of first n odd natural numbers is n squared. So from this pattern we can conclude that if the number is a square number, it must be sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. Let us understand this from a question. Find whether each of the following numbers is a perfect square or not. So taking the first number, that is 25, we need to subtract 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 successively from it. So when I subtract 1 from 25, I get 24. Successively subtracting 3 from 24, I get 21. 21 minus 5, 16. 16 minus 7, 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. We are subtracting only odd numbers from the given number, and we are doing it till we get a 0. So this means that from this we can say that 25 can be written as sum of these numbers. So, and these numbers are odd numbers, and there are total first 5 odd numbers. Hence 25 is a perfect square. So if a number is a square number, it must be a sum of successively odd numbers starting from 1. Let us see 38 is a perfect square or not. If I subtract successively 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 from the number, do I get 0 anywhere? See. Exactly when I subtracted 11 from 13, I get 2. And again subtracting next odd number from 2, we get minus 11, which is not equal to 0. So we are not getting 0. Hence 38 cannot be expressed as sum of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Therefore this is not a perfect square. So what we can conclude from here, if a natural number cannot be expressed as a sum of successive odd natural numbers starting with 1, then it is not a perfect square. Let us take another question to understand this concept. Without adding, find the sum of this. So here we can see these are odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, and these are first 10 odd natural numbers. We know that sum of first n odd natural numbers is equal to n squared. So what will be the sum of first 10 odd natural numbers? Yes, it will be equal to 10 squared. That means it will be equal to 100. So what will be the sum of this? It will be equal to 100. Children, please note, we don't have to calculate over here. We don't have to do actual addition in this. Use the concept we just learned now. Now let us take another pattern, numbers between square numbers. Following table shows numbers from 1 to 25. Now try to circle those numbers which are square number. So out of 25 there are total 5 square numbers: 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Now we will try to write the numbers whose square these square numbers are. Means 1 is a square of 1, 4 is a square of 2, 9 is a square of 3, 16 is a square of 4, and 25 is a square of 5. So if I ask you, how many numbers or how many natural numbers are there between 1 and 4? 1 and 4 are two square numbers. And how many non-square number or how many natural numbers are there between two square numbers 1 and 4? There are total 2 natural numbers or non-square numbers. Similarly, if I ask how many natural numbers are there between square numbers 4 and 9, there are total 4. In the same way, how many Square. How many natural numbers are there between 16 and 25? There are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are total 8 natural numbers between the square numbers 16 and 25. So if I ask the next question, how many natural numbers will be there between 25 and 36? Between 25 and 36. How we will find it? Let us observe the pattern again. See, there are two natural numbers between 1 and 4. That means this is exactly twice of this 1. Similarly, there are 4 natural numbers between 4 and 9, which is exactly 2 times of this 2. In the same way, there are total 6 natural numbers between 9 and 16, which are exactly equal to twice of this 3. So, if we want to know how many natural numbers are there between 25 and 36, what we can do is 25 and 36. How many natural numbers are there between 25 and 36? So 25 is a square of 5 and 36 is a square of 6. So number of natural numbers between 25 and 36 is equal to 2 times of 5, that is equal to 10. So there will be 10 natural numbers between 25 and 36. See, between 1 and 4 there are 2. This is exactly 2 times of this 1. And between 4 and 9 there are exactly 4 natural numbers, which is equal to twice of this 2. So what we can conclude in journal, if there are two numbers n and n plus 1, then between the square of these numbers there will be 2n natural numbers or 2n non-perfect square numbers. Read this. If n and n plus 1 are two numbers, then there are 2n non-square numbers or natural numbers between the squares of n and n plus 1. Means between the squares n square and n plus 1 square, there are total 2n natural numbers or 2n non-perfect square numbers or 2n non-square numbers. So let us understand this concept by a question. How many natural numbers or non-perfect square numbers lie between 100 square and 101 square? Here we know that number of natural numbers or non-square numbers between n square and n plus 1 square is equal to 2n. Over here n is equal to 100. So how many natural numbers will be there between 100 square and 101 square? Yes, it will be equal to 2 multiply 100, that is 200. So there are total 200 natural numbers or non-perfect square numbers lying between 100 square and 101 squared. So children, this is all for today. Hope you understood this topic well. Thank you.